and you see orcs and half orcs going into the keep through this front entranceway here. You can make out these dots right here are an old portcullis that's been broken down. You don't see a ton of movement. Every once in a while, an injured orc or half orc will come out. A new one will go in to replace them, but not a ton of activity otherwise.
And it seems like this like Axholm is like carved into the side of the mountain basically.
It is, yes.
So
Morty,
basically one way
roll
in,
a
one way out.
roll a history check with advantage for your dwarven stone cunning.
All right. Yeah.
10. All right. That's like right on the line. I'll give it to you. So you see this entranceway here, and you recognize the style that it was built in. It's pretty old style that a lot of the a lot of stuff hasn't really changed in dwarven architecture. One
Mm.
thing you know about these, however, is that um, get into the upper levels, and you can see that there are some upper levels because you can see these um,
Yeah. Like
ar-
protruding
archer
out.
archer slits here in this part that's kind of carved out the other side of the mountain. You know that there is likely to be some chimneys that could gain you guys access to the upper floors, and you do not perceive any smoke coming from anywhere, so they don't seem to be active.
Okay. Well, Morty would let the boys know what James just told me.
Oh, hey, my Wi-Fi's back.
You say they got chimneys, Morty?
That's right.
Hmm.
I've stayed in a hole like this. And yeah, they got chimneys if you want to sneak in from the top rather than
Well,
try to fight the orcs outside,
I
like directly.
feel like what we
Or I could
need.
just fireball them, Morty grins.
I feel like what we need is information regarding the size of how many people orcs we're dealing with here. Quarion.
What's up, Nacho?
What's the sneakiest, most stealthiest thing you like familiar that you could like what's the sneakiest familiar you got? Are you like a spider or like something
I'm thinking
small?
like a place like this, like a rat would probably fit in pretty well.
A
Well, it's
rat?
got to be able to get up high. Maybe we might need that owl.
I wonder, if I like turn into like a spider or something, can I still like command my familiar?
Yes, because you retain all your mental attributes.
Why do you want to be a spider if you already have the familiar? To travel with it?
Yeah, I could travel with it, and because like an owl would stick out inside pretty badly.
You can send it with a note. Because we're under the assumption that they're held up here, like the townsfolk. So we could use the bird to communicate with them if we can't get in there directly.
Yeah, or I could use the bird to tell Nacho where they are, and he could use the message cantrip.
That's got a range.
Well, so is my bird. I think it's only 100 feet. I can use
I
the.
mean, I suppose I could send what's it called? I could try to call somebody on the phone.
Ooh, you know who you should call? When was the last
The o-
time we
the old
saw
guy, the old leader of the town,
the which guy?
the original leader of
A Fandalen.
Vandalen. Yeah, the Regent's cousin.
Oh, I was thinking,
Harbin.
when was the last time we saw the innkeeper? Remember, like on the first day we were at that
The
inn
innkeeper wasn't here.
in the
He was
woods? Oh, okay.
he left. He left Van Dalen
I
to
was
head to
gonna say.
Neverwinter.
So the only person we know that's in there is Harbin.
Harbin.
Harbin. Okay, yeah, I think that's I think it's pretty much guaranteed
some-
he's in there.
The best bet, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's come up with 25 words.
All right.
Cast it twice for 50.
Hmm?
Said you could cast it twice for 50.
Yeah. Oi, Harbin. It's Morty and the lads. We've come to X home to rescue you and townsfolk. Well, what else should I tell them?
So do we know if the orcs are already inside or are they trying to get in? Is this like a siege?
Oh, it seemed like they were in.
They're in.
But there's multiple levels and multiple choke points, so they may have breached, but that doesn't mean that, it's been
First you
completely
would
taken over.
ask, are you in Axholm? How many? Where are you?
I'll say I'm saying, Oi, Arvin, it's Morty and the lads. We come to Axholm to rescue you and the townsfolk. Are you there? If not, who is? What else? Where else were you going with that, Nacho?
I mean, we want to know if Holly is in there, but if you're saying who is, like, who's, we want to know if Holly is in there. Like,
But he has to answer it.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
yeah.
out loud. So,
Oh,
asking about her right now.
yeah. Well, basically, the main thing is we want to know how many orcs are inside. Like, what's their
Okay.
numbers are.
How? If you're there, how many half orcs are inside? And where are you all hiding or held up?
And
See.
While Morty's sending his message, I'm gonna have the owl just like circle this.
Oh, this is 40 words. I gotta shorten this a lot.
I'm gonna have my guy circle so we can get like a lay of the land from like up above. Maybe find like other ways in.
Just shaving off words here and there. Got it. All right. Oi, Harbin. Morty calling. We're at Axholm to rescue the townsfolk. You there? If not, who is? How many orcs inside? Where are you all?
Boom.
Marty. Uh, we're here. The town is quite dwindling in number. Halia is here, using townsfolk for militia. We're mostly in the western wing. Halia is in the throne room.
So the people are in the western wing. Holly is in the throne room.
She's in the throne room.
Morty would, tell you guys all this. And
Sound-
now I got to take away one of my level 3 spell slots.
Sounds like she's trying to make a statement.
Oh, 60 people?
60. So, wait.
A lot of tokens.
Yeah. Okay, that's like that's like an army.
That's probably more than we can take.
I think we could take them. We could just nuke them. Morty's got fireball. I've got,
Yeah, Morty can just fireball them. Just end them all.
Yeah. and I've got a turret, crab turret.
I mean, if we take out that 10 of fortify, if we take out that 10 of leaders,
We could be the leader. Admiral Kensington would take over the entire camp.
well,
We'd have our own army. It'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. We could like Game of Thrones it. Like we can take over this army, and then it can be our army.
well, I did give my persuasion a buff. So, I think Nacho can handle it.
All right, let's do a heist into the main tent and take them captive and make them like their leaders and their knee.
No,
Go-
we're not
go
gonna
to
make their
us.
lead. No. Those
They're gonna
leaders
kill 'em?
are gonna die.
All right, well, that's fine too.
Are you trying to sneak in and kill him stealthily, or you want Morty just to nuke him?
Let's get more information about this tent. Like, are they close together? Like, could Morty nuke them? Like,
Morty's got really good range on his nuke.
I mean, I like, if anything, what kind of trans do these? I'm assuming half orcs. They have like horses and stuff. Do we see their horses? Like, where do they keep their transportation?
Are we about to pick a fight with 60 guys?
For the most part, they have carts and
I'm down to fight 60, man.
they like carts and pack mules and things like that. They don't really have any horses.
Okay. And what's
So-
the speed on a mule? What's like?
And that-
Can we outrun it?
And when you say that there's 60 people, does that mean there's 60 people just outside? We don't know how many people are inside, or was that like a guesstimate of total?
Well, while you guys were doing that, Quarion was kind of scouting them, so I kind of thought that would be a little bit of time for him to like watch and take some counts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a rough estimate.
Of people outside.
Yeah, but the tents are fairly open, so he was able to see, and he was able to watch for a little bit. So some people coming and going, things like that.
Okay.
I
Well,
think what we should do first is we should try
if
to
we're
sneak in,
actually,
release the villagers so that like they can fight with us, so that we don't have to take on 60 orcs all by ourselves.
I mean,
Well, Holly's
I'm
got a
pretty sure
militia going on in there.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're actively fighting.
Yeah. So if we can,
So,
Oh,
like,
they are?
yes, they're held up, like basically holding a choke point, actively fighting.
Oh, then yeah, fucking nuke the tent.
yeah. One thing I want to say is that if so we do come across Halia, I'm probably, and I am capable of it. I'm probably going to change my appearance.
Assume her identity.
I'm going to assume somebody's identity, and I need you guys to tell her that I'm dead,
All right.
that I've fallen.
Morty nods to Nacho.
Also, give me a heads up before we go inside, because I want to get all my summons like all set before we go in.
All
I
right.
don't have to wait to turn summoning.
So Morty, before we do this, before we challenge an army, let's talk about this for a second, boys.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thought.
So if we actually want to do this, we should do a little bit of prep here, and I would suggest we figure out a way to like we're aiming to do, kill the leaders, first and foremost. That should be like our first, the tip of the spear, if you will.
Cut the head off the snake.
Yep. And then after that, we want to kind of break them up. We don't want them all in one big group. So if there's a way for us to divvy them up or keep them separated from like the initial attack, we want to do that. So like if anybody has any sort of crowd control things, like I'm pretty sure my first step is I could cast silence on an area and then like, silence one area so they don't come once I send the nuke. So basically, like I could pick like the biggest concentration of area and try and like silence it, and as soon as my silence goes off, then I just nuke the tent. So I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out here. Not really sure what to do. What do you guys think?
Is there any water around?
No.
Okay.
We're like high in a mountain, I think.
Yeah, I just had to check. Just
Of course.
I was thinking of what kind of entrance Nacho was gonna make, and if he could walk across water and convince them he's a god or something, that'd be fantastic. But it's probably not an option.
The only way this is gonna work is that if we have a way to not battle all 60 of them. Right?
Yeah. Well,
So,
we have no intention of fighting 60 guys at once.
We
right.
want to kill as many as we can at one time. How
But
about
then-
this?
but
Okay,
then
okay,
what?
okay,
But
okay.
then are we
I got it, I
running,
got it.
or are we like trying to
Morty's
say like? I
Morty's
think
big brain.
I thought our best.
Morty's big brain is turning here. All right, so what we got to do is we have to find a way to gather them all in one area, and then I nuke them.
So they have to call a meeting
Yeah.
in one of the tents.
Aren't they fighting the villagers
So
right now?
not-
How are we gonna get
so
them to call
no-
a meeting?
Nacho disguises himself as like a mid-tier general type. Gets on, walks up, and is like, "Hey guys, team meeting in tent 4. 10 minutes. Spread the word." And then
Or perhaps we do the Chewbacca technique.
ooh, what's that?
Nacho comes in as a captain, a half-orc captain, and guess what? He's captured the league.
Oh, and then we're prisoners. We give ourselves up.
And then he's basically presenting them, to the group of orcs. And then at the last second, we're not actually captive, and Morty just eyes begin to glow in flames, and he looks at them, points, and then boom, that's
Oh,
fireball on the whole army.
Trojan horse. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I've thought about turning into an orc in the past, and the problem I had with that was I don't speak their language. So do half orcs speak common, or do they speak like when they're hanging out like as a group, do they speak orc?
I don't know. I'm not sure. So if this is what we're looking at, So if that's where the leader 10 is, so I assume the league would be like somewhere probably around here, or like around here.
Yeah, that's fair. I was either side, whichever is. Well, let's see. You were coming from. You would have been coming from this direction down here
Okay.
at the bottom.
All
Are
right.
there like trees and stuff?
Yep. You can
Alright.
kind of see some up on the ridge lines. The map kind of cuts
So
out.
then-
You guys aren't really on the map. You're kind of
Okay.
a little bit further back. But
So
looking
then
out
from
there.
the leader tent to say here, how far do you think that would be?
The measurement tool on the map is correct, so it's looking like that's about 90 feet.
9,200? All right. So, given this layout, and, if we have Quarian's intel that the leader camp is right there, I mean, Morty would basically say that if we're on this hill here, let me point again. If we're on this hill here, then I can reach with my fireball from there to the leader tent.
Okay. Should we spread out or all stay together?
I think we should use this hill as a choke point so that if, they do come at us, they have to come one direction.
Okay.
Like you have the mountain would be over here, right? The mountain could be at our back.
Yeah, so yeah, off to the left of the map is kind of heading up over the mountain, like over the entrance.
And then like, our worst case scenario plan, if we get overwhelmed, we could run in and just fucking jump down the chimneys.
Yeah. Yeah, and we
At
can
least
send.
Quarian could at least make it because or Quarian could he could lend us one of us his mount, and then he could turn into a fucking bird, and he could guarantee himself and one other person there. Probably Nacho, who's not as good at climbing as probably Chikaro and I.
I
Yeah,
cannot
what
turn
is-
into a bird yet.
What do
You
I
can't
need
turn
to
into a
do?
bird?
Nah, I gotta be like level 12 or something.
I mean, you could turn into something that can fly, right?
Nope.
You've turned into a fly before.
You could turn into something small enough that Flareon could carry you, or your
Oh,
bird
I
could,
could do
or
that.
your bird could carry you.
I did turn into a fly that one time. Was I cheating in that?
Yeah, but a fly is like, it doesn't have any like attack.
Was I cheating?
Technically, yes, but
Yeah.
I also think a
eighth-
fly's fly speed is not like, you don't have the range or stamina to like, you're not gonna be an eagle flying like miles, you know.
All right. So Morty's thinking that if Quarian and I can basically burn this place down, that's basically our best option here.
So, want me to just like hide in the woods and just take like pot shots at people?
How many
Are we going with like sneaky like nuke, or are you
Morty-
going in like?
Morty wants to know if anybody
Leroy
in the
Jenkins.
league has anything flammable on them, or if it
um
seems like perhaps the orcs have anything flammable in their camp that Quarian's noticed.
did
Tents.
we
Well, yes, Nacho.
I was looking to see if I still had the fireworks. Whatever that.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah, the pyrotechnic. I don't think I have that anymore.
I have it, but I don't think that'll actually light you on fire.
And also like
But you want to use it as a distraction or something?
it's a distract. It's just an option. You said it's gonna light something on fire. But how many of those mules do they have?
For purposes of this, since I just found this map while you guys were talking, each cannon or ballista would be a cart,
Okay.
and there would be roughly 2 mules per cart. So
So the mules are just there to pull cart, nobody's riding them. These guys are going on foot.
Yep.
Okay, so even if this goes terribly, guys, we'll just run away.
yeah, there's about
Okay.
20 mules.
What's the safe word?
Scatter. Scatter. Run.
Yeah, Morty's gonna suggest we post up on this hill and begin our assault there.
Do you have any more of that alchemist fire? Or did you guys get rid of that?
I have I sold it. That was part of the general loot
The
that I sold.
general
Yeah.
item dump, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so what's Quarion's fire move that he's gonna do?
I think Firebolt is my.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need you to go nuts and light everything on fire that you can. Like mostly, like if we're posted up on this hill, like you gotta light all this shit right here on fire, and then all these tents that are close while I'm nuking this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do Scorching Ray and hit 3 targets at once.
So we can, at least make like a wall of fire like right here to, help deter people from running right at us.
And then Drakaro will
People
take
might
any leaders. If any of the leaders survive, Drakaro will snipe them.
Well, Morty wants to hide and just sort of see what happens when we initially do this. Like
Okay.
hopefully we're
Yeah.
not seen. And then, maybe the whole camp gathers to try to put out the fire, and then he casts another fireball. While they're all gathered up trying to put it out.
Okay.
Like Morty only wants to give us away if we have to, like if we're noticed, then we gotta fight.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. Before we cross over here, Morty would look to Corey and be like, "You think you can do that sneak move one more time?"
Yeah.
All right.
That'll only give me 1. Actually, yeah. I'll do that, and then I'll use my
Pearl of Power.
Yeah, so I'll cast Pass Without Trace on the whole party, and then use my Pearl of Power to get that spell slot back.
All right, give me a group stealth check.
And I'm at disadvantage.
With the plus 10?
Yeah, everybody add 10 to their roll.
Okay.
Nice, I got a 17.
Oh boy.
Are we at disadvantage or even?
What do you normally have disadvantage? Draco?
Yeah.
Then you're at disadvantage, but you add 10 to whatever you roll.
Yeah, I got a 13 then.
I got a
22.
22.
Nacho with a 30. Yeah. Okay. More of a formality with Pass Without a Trace, but yeah. So yeah, you guys use the tree cover to kind of move up onto the ridge. There are some orcs in this area keeping watch. For the most part, these red tents and these like green tents up here are more shelters for people who are currently like on watch. So everybody there is armed and ready. And then the green and white tents towards the back of the camp are more like sleeping quarters. So everybody there, most of the people in those tents are asleep or unarmed at the moment. There are a couple orcs standing at these barricades. As far as you can tell, none of them notice you guys pass and get up to the ridge there. Oh, what's everybody's stealth bonus?
Plus
I just
5.
got the plus 10.
Got a 9.
Well, you got a 9. Drakaro, can you just roll a stealth for me? Just like a straight one, or
Another stealth check?
yeah, it's for Toby. 18.
8.
Okay.
Oh yeah, plus 10.
I was trying to figure out who had a similar modifier to Toby. All right, Toby's on there, right?
He's in his captain outfit.
Captain Toby.
Yeah.
All right. And then what is the plan?
The order of operations is Morty is going to cast a fireball in the leader's tent,
Okay.
and once that draws some attention, then Quarion should light up like all these barricades and tents that are close to us, or as much of it as it can, while the focus is on the leader's tent on fire.
Okay. It's 30 feet, right, for fireball? The radius?
For fireball, I believe so. Let me double check here. No. The range is 150, and that's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, you would have hit a lot more stuff.
So, oh yeah, wow.
Big
So
guy.
that's gonna light up those crates and the 2 tents above. Catapult thing, yeah.
So that's the 20-foot fireball there.
That'll do.
All right, so fireball there. Quarion, are you aiming for people or tents?
Tents.
And
Okay.
you should aim for these like
barricades.
the tents and the barricades, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess one aim at this barricade, this tent, and this barricade.
Are you shooting like a scorching ray or something?
Yep.
What was the last one?
This one.
All right, so that's going simultaneously. Is anybody else doing anything?
I guess we're all doing this like all at the same time.
Well, I'm
Yep.
doing the fireball first to try to, draw the attention,
Yeah.
and then Quarion's gonna
Dracaro
light you on fire.
parked his crab tank back in the woods a little bit before we came up here. And he's gonna ready his bow and just be on the lookout for any high value targets that try to escape the ambush.
Or anybody. What
Yeah.
about anybody who finds us, notices us?
Well, yeah, that too. Defensive. If
Yeah.
someone is notices us,
And
I'm gonna silence
Okay.
them.
Are you going to focus on any surviving leaders, or are you going to focus on anybody that may have seen you?
I'm
That
gonna
is
be
the-
looking. I'm gonna be looking for the leaders. If there was anything noticeable, other than that,
Okay.
I
So you would prioritize the leaders over somebody seeing you guys.
Gotta be one or the other.
Well, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's just order of operations, I guess.
No. So Drakara would prioritize, like hypothetically, if someone were to see us, Drakara would for sure put number one on silencing that person before they were able to spread the word.
Okay.
So that would be the priority over a leader, but I'm going to be kind of
You know-
mainly looking for leaders.
You
but
know what I
that's
just
gonna
realized
take
too?
priority.
Jakaro could shoot a fucking flaming arrow. That's something too, while this is happening.
You could.
Might
if you
give
wanted
us
to.
away.
But we're doing all this other shit at the same time.
I don't know. I just feel like your spells are kind of like not
I mean,
invisible, but just kind of like are instantaneous. Where like flaming arrow would be like flying through the
well,
air. And be like,
the
"Whoa."
scorching ray, it shoots. It's like a laser. Like if someone's like sees it, they'll see where it came from. The fireball just sort of happens, like
I
like at a
think
certain point.
Even the description of the fireball, like you fire something off, and then it reaches the target and then explodes. I think.
Well, yeah, same with my
Oh
spell.
yeah, it says a bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you choose. So it would make a flash of light at the very least.
My spell would give us away too.
So it's up to you. I guess that's another option. If you could spend arrows and Dracaro's action on lighting more things on fire, or you could spend it on what he was talking about before.
I'm gonna do what I did before.
Keeping a
Alright.
lookout.
Yeah.
Nacho, anything?
I think this is all going on at the same time.
Yeah, basically,
it's up
yeah.
to you. Yeah,
I
guess it's up
think
to you guys.
I would support Querion's fire by doing a little minor illusion to make the fire look a little bit bigger. Like, so if he's already doing
Ooh.
a fire, make the fire look a little bit, this 5 feet by 5 foot box kind of.
Maybe like making it appear that there's like a wall of flames blocking off where we are.
It's not. It's a the size of my illusion can be 30 feet, and it just says 30 feet / 5 foot, and it's like a little box icon. So it's like a 30 foot. Does that mean like a 30-foot
30
line of
foot's
fire?
30 foot's the range.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
far you
The
can
5
put
foot
it.
box.
5 foot box is like the area it affects.
Okay.
What's the measurement tool on this map? Is it accurate?
It is
Yeah.
accurate, yeah.
So
I
it
can
might.
also I can summon all of my animals. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
I can get it like around here.
Well, I just wait.
Yeah, I
that.
guess I'm not even in
Wait till we're
range.
discovered.
Yeah, I'm not even in range of the for my thing anyway. But
Same thing. You could just put like a fire here.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can move. You can move close enough if you wanted to like make another barricade look like it's on fire.
I would scooch over to Morty's right here. And then where's the tool? Here we go. Okay. So yeah, I'd be in range of I'd be in range of that one. Okay.
Or where the yellow one is the fake fire.
Yeah, yellow one would be fake fire. We want to make it look a little beefy, a little more, because they'll feel the heat of the real fires.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Toby does have a short bow if you want him to shoot some flaming arrows as well.
Sure, Toby. How about you light up these tents over here?
Oh yeah, and then Dracaro focuses on any survivors.
Well, anybody who notices us.
No survivors.
Also, what do you guys think I should summon? Should I go for like numbers?
A stampede of rhinos.
Yeah, you want
I can
you
only
want a
summon-
number of
I can only
things.
summon one rhino at a time, casual. But I can summon rhinos.
Like wolves or snakes, one of those I'd say is probably
Yeah.
best option.
I would say I would go with wolves because that'd be a little more aggressive.
The constrictor
Yeah, snakes might go
give-
unnoticed. They're just like slithering on the ground, right?
The snakes are bigger than the wolves.
That's
Constrictor
true,
snake is a
they're
large
like boa
beast.
constrictors, yeah.
The wolf is medium beast.
Well, either way, we don't need them until we're found out.
Well, I was gonna summon them ahead of time so that I wouldn't have to
Well,
spend.
we might not even have to fight straight up right now. We might just make them all run away. You save yourself a slot,
Alright, I guess I'll hold on to the summon for now. I am gonna activate Flareon though.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Because we could use Flareon to teleport us up like 10 feet up the cliff if we're running away, or something like
True.
that.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right. How's this gonna go down? All right, let's.
Well, this is
start.
happening.
Yeah.
This is happening. A
Just
whole
add
map
the
that I had to find, and I should have known you guys are gonna do this. I don't know. I really should have. All right.
If I was coherent, we would have been fighting the dragon right now.
Yeah, you would have been fighting the regent in this throne room.
One or the other.
All right. So, let's say all of this happens simultaneously. So, I need a damage roll for
Fireball.
Morty for Fireball.
God, that's a lot of dice.
This is huge, Morty. It's huge.
It's a lot of 2s and 3s, though, unfortunately.
You're gonna damage all of them, but not kill them.
I mean, the tent is on fire, bro.
Residual damage.
There's a chance.
You know, we should have probably split up because if all the fire is all started on the same side, they're gonna
No,
know.
no, no, no. We want to be together while fighting an army, Quaren.
Well, true.
We do
I
not want to
should-
split up and 1v fucking 20. Like,
I should have like sent Flareon up to like the northern ridge to start fires on the other side.
well, there's still time after what happens. You can send Flareon in to start just fucking around and causing chaos, you know? 'Cause who cares if your summon dies?
Did we use all those bombs that we like from those traps?
We only had like 1 or 2, and yeah, I sold it.
I think I threw those.
All right.
Well, I had 1 and you had 1. I sold mine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we could have firebombed her from above with my bird.
We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens.
It's like a 1 Molotov though. Like my
much damage
fireball
did you
does way
do?
more damage than that. Only
Well, it would've-
30.
It all would have been extra.
Or half
30
damage if they
damage.
succeed their dex saves.
What's your save DC?
Let's see. 16 dex.
Okay, they all fail.
Excellent. They all took 30 damage, and they probably have like 50.
All right. So you see the tent just like burst on fire and then collapses. As this is happening, Quarion, roll your attack rolls for your Scorching Ray.
Oh, that was so close to being in that one.
Let's produce flame. You want Scorching Ray.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I think the rolls will be
Yeah,
the
it should
same.
be the same. It'd be +6.
Yeah, so we'll just a 13, an 11, and a 23.
I mean, you're shooting
Okay.
at tents and
Yeah,
stuff.
so
So.
it's stationary
they
targets.
all hit. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't one that didn't miss. So yeah, those 3 X's are now on fire. Nacho puts up a fake fire in between the two. Toby.
Wait, I guess I would have had Flareon also. Now that we're thinking about it, attack.
Flame Seed something.
Yeah, Flame Seed. I guess this thing right here that looks like hay.
Why not the pile of them next to tents?
I can't reach that far. I only have 60 feet.
Unless you moved the creature.
That would give us away though.
It would give her away.
Yeah, a creature shrouded in fire at the same moment that a bunch of fire shows up.
That's actually, yeah, that's an excellent idea. So yeah, when we all would have started our fire thing, I would have Flareon like, cause she can fly. Does she have like a height that she can go up?
I think she just hovers above the ground. I don't think she like has true flight.
Fly 30 feet, hover. Does it say?
Hover just means she can't get knocked out of the sky. It's not like a bird with wings where if it gets clipped, it's gonna fall and not be able to fly anymore. It just magically hovers. So
she
fly
can,
is
like-
30 feet, so that's their speed. She can move 30 feet in whatever direction flying.
So I guess, is there somewhere? Yeah, so I guess I'd send her like over here. Is that 30 feet?
Yep.
Yeah, but like up in the air, and then I'd have her. Yes, now I can reach those hay bales, and then flame seed the hay bales. These things over here
All right.
with a 13 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And also, I would tell her to be as conspicuous as possible. So she's like she's saying her name out loud, yelling Flareon all over the place, trying to draw as much attention to herself as possible.
All right. And Toby hits both of his tents as well. Let's see. Drakaro, as the main tent collapses to the ground, you do see you see what looks like 3 bodies moving inside the tent trying to get out.
Come
One
on,
of
Morty.
one of them's much larger than the other 2.
I see movement in the tent, boys.
Well, I should say they all start out the same size, but one of them grows to be bigger than the other 2. You also notice a couple of the orcs at this guard position closest to you started pointing up in your direction, but then their gaze followed Flareon out away from you guys.
But no one's looking at us.
Not right now. Most people are freaking out about the fire in the middle of their camp, and then the closest guards or the closest watch are focused on Flareon.
All right, then Drakaro will use his action, his readied action, and shoot a couple shots at the large. If no one's looking at us, if they all are looking at Flareon and he feels safe to take a couple shots, he's gonna take shots at the big guy.
Yep, at the larger body.
Yeah. So 13 on to hit.
Where are all the villagers fighting?
Inside Axholm.
This is just the camp outside.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
this is
camp
where the
is
army
outside.
is living outside of Axholm.
Yeah, the camp is was pretty quiet when you got here, other than every once in a while some soldiers would come out of the keep and new ones would replace them.
So this isn't where the 60 orcs are hanging out.
No, this is
Yes.
where the 60 orcs are hanging out.
Wait,
You
I
don't
thought
you
we
guys
weren't-
don't
I
know
thought
how
we weren't
many are.
taking a fight.
You guys
Oh my
don't know how
God.
many are inside.
I thought we were gonna fight the army with like the villagers backing us up. We're just going
No.
for it.
No,
Yes.
you guys just went for it.
It's a good campaign, fellas.
Oh, we got this. This is easy.
You have an escape plan. You're good.
Yeah.
Yep. We literally made the whole plan, and you were there.
I also said that we shouldn't fight all these guys on our own, and then you said we're not. We have the villagers fighting with us. That was a lie.
Because they're constantly fighting right now. They're in there defending themselves.
We
And
should
like a
defend-
lot of the camp is focused on trying to like wither them down.
Let's just see what happens. I can always jump on my fly and buzz away.
Drakaro would hitch a ride.
You literally signed up for this.
All right, Drakaro, 13 hits.
It does?
Yep.
I was afraid it was not going to. Alright, 7 damage.
Yeah, and he's already damaged.
And he's already damaged. So I get another D8. Another 3.
Yep.
Alright, then I'll take a second shot. Rolling really bad.
Oh wow.
11.
11 will miss.
Okay.
You hear what sounds like a scream of a boar as your first arrow hits. The tent kind of shuffles around but keeps moving. You see the 3 bodies that are under the tent are moving towards the peripheral of the tent at this point. All right.
We
Ye-
never rolled initiative, did we?
No.
And then these tokens, are those multiple?
And then these tokens.
I imagine. Are
Um,
they single orcs?
they are. They're multiple. I would say that for now they represent 2.
Okay.
So I would say that's the end of the surprise round. I'm just gonna keep the initiative order that we just did for you guys, and then it'll just be them and then you. Well, you and then them since you surprised them. So you guys can now have one more run through your group. Morty, you can go first.
Okay. I did not plan this far ahead.
Can you just do another fire? Can you do
Nuke
another?
'em-
Yeah, do another
You
nuke.
gotta-
Is that
you
an
gotta,
option?
you gotta do as much as you can.
That's if I do that, that's it for my level 3 spells.
Yeah,
Do it.
well, this was the plan. We needed at least
I
2.
might save it for spirit guardians though, in case,
Oh,
you know,
boy.
they find us and we can fend them off, you know, when they get closer.
No,
this
we're running
point-
away.
I mean, at this point, you guys have not been noticed.
Okay.
Well, or I should say, all of the attention is on Flareon.
Okay. Um All right, Morty return to the lads and be like, should I nuke the leaders again or go for the small guys?
Nuke 'em, Morty.
Yeah, we gotta go for the jugular here, Mort.
Yep. Nuke the
Oh.
leaders.
The leaders?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Morty, we'll throw another fireball at the leaders.
He doesn't sound very excited to do that.
Morty just hates using all his 3rd level spells.
Yeah, I don't like being cashed out so quick. Because like if things get rough and they do just pile on us, Spirit Guardians would have really came in handy.
Hey, you signed
But-
up for this.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
signed up for the first fireball.
Come
You're a tactical nuke.
on, we need a big one.
Oh my god, dude!
Okay, they all failed.
I take another 28 each.
So you've done
Okay.
58 damage to all the leaders before like the battle's even started.
Yeah, but one of them probably can't die unless we find a heart.
So with that, the tent kind of just bursts apart. So the part that was kind of covering the rest of it, or covering the moving bodies that you saw before, is now like burned away to ash. You see underneath, you see 5 bodies, none of which appear to be moving at this time.
Nice shot, Morty.
Put it on the
Right.
board.
Yeah.
While this happens, you also see the shape of a wild boar, like screech in pain and then shift back into a humanoid form.
Is that moving or is that?
That is not moving either. Yeah, that was one of the bodies. That was actually the larger one that Drakaro shot at.
Interesting.
With that, you hear some of the orcs closest to you, and see them start shouting and pointing in your direction.
How many were those?
From where you can see, there's a lot of like movement of bodies, like in between the tents and things like that. You can see about 8 to 10 shuffling between the red tents closest to you, and then another like 6 or so in the green tents. Half of them are kind of actively trying to put the fires out on the tent. That brings us to, I think Quarion went second, right?
Yeah. So do we? I'm thinking like exit strategies, and I think I can get I can summon 2 giant eagles, which are large beasts, so I think they could carry one of us apiece.
Yep.
And then I have the flying mount. And I still have a wild shape charge left, so I could turn it into like something small that can like double up with someone. So that's like
works.
four of us taken care of. 1, 2, yeah. So
And
yeah,
then Toby's on his own.
yeah. So I wouldn't be able to get Toby out of here. Oh
I
wait,
mean,
if
like I said, we could just run to the chimneys and then just retreat to Axholme, having done a fuck ton of damage to the main army, and then we rally with the villagers and storm out from Axholme.
yeah, we could do that.
Well, I feels like we accomplished our mission. Seemingly we killed the leaders. So what was our plan? I was trying to get. I thought our best shot was to get
I
them
mean,
to
ideally, we
be
just wanted to
our
kill
army.
as many.
Who goes after Quarion?
Nacho.
Okay, so then Quarion, just do whatever you're gonna do.
That's why I don't know what I
Nacho's
want
got
to
an
do.
idea.
Keep killing and distracting with Flareon.
Yeah, then what do I do for my like action?
Attack.
Yeah, Morty threw another fireball. Keep fucking chucking.
And they pointed at us, right? So they know we're here.
Yeah, it seems like they know
Yeah,
what's going
after
on.
Morty's second fireball, they realized that Flareon
All right.
was only a piece of the puzzle, that there was more on the ridge.
I do have a spell. I have a tidal wave spell.
No.
Yeah, but that would put out all the
Yeah,
fire though.
that would undo everything we just
I
set up.
know. It would be like perfect for this setup if we weren't going to set everything on fire.
Minor details. This might be. Is this like a good time for a flaming sphere?
It would take your con, but it's not a bad time for it. Like if you put it like over here or something, or at least by one of these
Yeah.
groups of guys.
I was gonna like stick it in the middle of the guys.
If you did that plus had Flareon keep attacking, that's not bad.
And I can always drop the flaming sphere to summon if I need to.
Yep. You can also move it.
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll drop a flaming sphere. Oh, can I move? Not there. Like right.
Yeah, you may be better off putting do you have the fire token that you use? Like the campfire token. Then you can move it.
I think that was a nacho token.
It's only touch, so you gotta have it like right on top of people, basically.
Yeah, it's within 5 feet.
Yeah. So you can either throw it on a tent or throw it on one of these orcs. I would probably do it on one of the orcs. Like one of the ones that pointed at us, preferably.
Did I see which orc noticed us? Which group of orcs, I suppose? Or are they all just onto us now?
The like 2 that are closest to you guys. Actually, I would say the one closest to Flareon is still focused on Flareon. The other 2 closest to you are focused on the ridge now.
Okay. Because let's see, how far apart are these guys? If I drop my flaming sphere right in the middle, I think I can get both of them.
That's
You said
10
it was
foot.
5 feet.
Yeah.
You can only do one group of them, man.
Alright, I'll
Yeah.
drop it right on this fucker's face.
All right.
We're
What do you
like
got?
there.
What's the roll on that?
Um,
Is it like a dex save?
Yep.
Yeah, dex of 14.
All right, and there's 2 orcs there. I said. We got a nat 20 and a 12, so 1 pass, 1 fail.
So let's see. So one of them takes 9 damage, and the other one takes 4 damage.
So you can on your next turn you can move that up to 30 feet as well. And you can also like go over objects if you want, or just like fucking probably go through them. Keep lighting shit on fire as it moves.
And then so Flareon,
And what was the damage again?
9 and 4 for the save.
Save. Okay. Yep.
Flareon.
I'll be on mute for a second. Just going to the bathroom.
So then Flareon is going to dive bomb. How far away is she from these two? She's gonna dive bomb these two over here. But right before she gets into range for either of them to do anything, she is going to teleport like 10 feet up and 5 feet over, like over here. To try
Okay.
to stay out of reach.
And that's
Stay-
gonna trigger the save, right?
Yeah, so I want to try to. It's within 15 feet, so I want to try to hit both groups.
All right. So like all 4 orcs in the center of that little
Yep. I gotta
encampment
save
there.
deck save of 14.
14.
And save, they take no damage. 1. They fail, they take 4 damage.
Yeah. 2 nat 20s and 2 fails.
And she's still like yelling and making a ruckus and trying to draw as much attention to herself as possible.
And did you say it was 8 and 4 for the damage?
No, just 4. If they succeed, they don't take any damage.
Gotcha. Okay. This is going to become a nightmare.
Ooh, I'm also gonna use. Oh, I already used my bonus action for Flareon. I want to use my new cloak to hide.
Yeah, no, you're out.
I'll just crouch, get down on my belly. Wait, that'd be going prone, right? So would it take a turn to like get back up?
you go on your belly, it would be
If I
prone. It would
if I
take
like laid flat to like try to become as like hard to see as possible.
it takes half of your movement to get back to your feet.
Yeah, then I'm gonna lay down.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not, because I'm with all you guys who are standing. I'm just gonna take a knee.
I mean, yeah, you're like up on a ridge above them, so you could, yeah, just taking a knee or like backing up 5 to 10 feet would kind of put you out of sight. So
I'll do both. I'll back up 5 to 10
yeah,
feet and take a knee.
extra safe. All right, and then I had Toby going next. He'll take another couple shots without fire this time. Hit 1. Short bow. Drakara, is it D8 on the longbow for damage? Or is it a D10?
Pretty sure. D8. Yep.
Yeah.
+4.
It's too
Mine
lazy to
is.
pull up Toby's stats, so I'm just piecing it together. Alright, so Toby hits on one, misses on the other. He hits for 4 damage to one of the ones that just got burned by Flareon. Still standing. Misses the other one. Okay, Drakaro, you're up.
All right. So, um, Flareon's there. So the red group of orcs is the ones that have spotted us, seemingly.
Yeah, the red group that Quarion just attacked, and the group to the right. Yeah, the ones that are being circled. So the red one, and I'll make this one.
All right. Well, I only have like individual attacks, so it's our plan, boys. What what are we doing?
Looks like we're taking on the army.
I
Hey,
mean,
did I skip you, Nacho?
Yeah.
oh yeah, go to
shit.
Nacho.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot you had something all lined up and everything. Why didn't you say anything?
Do they see us?
Um,
So like the red one you said, right?
they're like pointing towards you.
The area? Is it
Towards
more
the
like
air.
that? You mean like the direction that it came from? They're aware of now,
Okay.
not necessarily that they see us.
We have the high ground.
Yeah. Before Nacho reveals himself to the army, he is going to say the magic word and turn his his armor into the most epic like wizard outfit. And then
Okay.
he is going to step forward after once he looks like an epic wizard. He is going to reveal himself to the army. So he's going to step forward, stand up. He's going to say, gentlemen, your leaders are dead. I suggest you drop your weapons or the fire will continue to rain down on your camp.
Finally, someone with a good plan.
Yeah. So basically, Nacho wants to persuade them to stop fighting. And yeah.
To bend their knee.
And not bend their knee. I mean, he's gonna tell them leave this area. We give
Oh,
you this
retreat.
opportunity to retreat and leave this area, or you will all die.
They don't have to bend their
Burn.
knee. We don't want them to kill us.
Burn by the great hand of
Or
Edgar
offering
the
them to
Wizard.
Harry Potter.
No, not Harry Potter.
Okay. So you want it to be a persuasion check?
Yeah, I was gonna like persuade. I mean, or
Or
deception. It doesn't. Persuasion and deception are the same thing. So.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure it wasn't like intimidation. Just your intent behind it as well.
Yeah. Should I roll?
Yeah, I would say either one you can roll.
Okay. So we got an 18.
18. All right.
If there was ever a moment we needed guidance.
Nacho holds Morty's hand. No, it's not.
It's not how it works.
Yeah.
A great
think,
speech.
Let's see. So the ones that you can see closest to you, the ones that like heard you say this, were in the middle of preparing like bows and crossbows and things like that. A couple of them look a little bit hesitant and uncertain of themselves. And then you hear war horns start to sound throughout the camp. And you hear some voices shouting from beyond them, from beyond the ones you can see. So like from this general direction, you hear someone giving commands.
Oh, that may have backfired a little bit.
Well, is it still Nacho's turn?
Yeah, you still have an action. I was just
Well, he kind of shuffles over and takes a few steps back.
Did
And
it work, Nacho?
I don't know. To be determined. It sounds like they're getting orders from somebody, but I don't know if it's orders to like attack us or if it's orders to actually retreat. I guess we'll find out.
I'll have to kill that person.
Nacho is going to stand his ground for the moment because he doesn't want to look intimidated by the giant army that is mustering itself in front of him.
Corian rolls his eyes at Nacho and is like, "It's because you didn't have your wizard hat on, Nacho. Why'd you expect them to believe you were a wizard?"
I literally changed my entire outfit into an epic wizard outfit, so
Including the hat?
the whole 9 yards.
As long as you had a wizard hat on. No one will believe you're a wizard without a hat.
But can I ready dash as a action?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we'll ready dash in case we need to move swiftly and end turn.
All right. Drakaro, you're up.
Dracaro's gonna search for who he would perceive to be the new leader, working out orders. Try to get him in his crosshairs. So whether he finds them or that's a ready to action, that's what Dracaro would be doing.
But we did see there was a command. It sounded like there was a commander.
Yeah, does Dracaro can Dracaro pick him out? Can he see him?
You see two what look like half orcs. I just placed on the map here. That seem to be giving out commands at this point. One of them is sort of rallying the troops and pointing them towards you guys. So all the troops from the northern part of the camp, and then at this point, the people who are asleep in the tents are coming to as well. And then there's another one that seems to be organizing people to put out the fires.
All right. Dracaro's going to. So one is leading the put out the fires, and the other one is leading warriors.
Yeah, well, that ring didn't work very well.
Or the people to get up or something. All right, so Dracaro would cast Hunter's Mark on the one that was calling for like warriors or the people to get up.
Yeah, so that's the one that's purple. I wrote army underneath it, but
All right, yeah, army. Yeah, so Hunter's Mark and no, Zephyr Strike instead. Zephyr Strike because I want advantage, and I'm gonna do a snipe shot,
okay.
whatever it's called. I'm gonna use my
Sharpshooter.
sharpshooter. Yes. At 20.
20, nice.
So this
16 plus 10 is 26.
plus
You get a D8 for the Zephyr Strike, right?
D8 for that, which is another 8.
Ooh, nice. So we said 26 plus 8, so 34 damage.
That was right to his eyeball.
Yeah. You see him take the arrow and sort of drop to a knee. He is still alive, but seems pretty uncomfortable.
Follow-up shot.
Was that sharpshooter or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to take his other eye. Just a regular. Hopefully, put him out of his misery. 27 to hit.
Seems pretty
Yep.
miserable.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Plus, now that he's damaged, I get another D8.
Yep.
For 2 more.
More. So another 9 damage. So 34. He is. So the second arrow, he's knocked down to the ground. He succeeded in taking his other eye. He is blind, but he seems to be alive still.
God damn it. Marty, I almost got one of the leaders. I hope
job.
this intimidates them. Someone
Alright.
finish him off. Who's behind me? Toby.
I already took Toby's turn.
Was I the last one?
You are, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. It is their turn. Yeah, it's making me do math and stuff.
I don't have enough fireballs for that.
All right. So the 4 inside the ring of fire right now. That's no longer a ring of fire, but those tents inside there are burning, so they are focusing on trying to put out those tents at this point. You see a couple columns of orcs heading your direction. So about 24 over here, another 20. Sorry, about 24 here, about 24 here. You start to see stirrings in other parts of the camp of people coming out of tents. And the ones nearest you guys start to attack. So, let's see. Flarion's going to be attacked by 4 orcs. What's Flarion's AC, Quarion?
13.
13.
Yep.
All right, 2 will hit then. 2 will miss. Javelins. For a total of 5 plus 6. So 11 damage. As they start hurling javelins at Flareon. A couple of the orcs closest to you guys start. Well, actually, let's see. This guy was still focused on Flareon. Two more hit Flareon. Oh, for max damage. For 18 more damage.
Oh damn.
And then the ones closest to you guys are gonna start throwing javelins up at you guys. Let's see. 2 are gonna go for Morty. The 18 hit Morty.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So one hits, the other one doesn't.
Does Morty have that cloak? Is he wearing his fancy new cloak?
Yeah, they have to roll a disadvantage.
Advantage. You're right. All right. So we'll just say the first one missed because one was a 4 and one was a 18 or whatever. And the second one got an 8, so he also missed.
Nice. Forgot about the cloak. Good
Yeah.
job.
You just get disadvantage on any attack against you. That is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Well, if he gets hit, then the disadvantage
Yeah,
goes
that
away
goes away.
until the start of next round. Or is still till his turn. I forget which one it is.
One or the other.
The other 2 are gonna try to throw javelins at Nacho, but since Nacho backed up and ducked down, they're gonna be at disadvantage. And what's your AC, Nacho?
17.
17. Okay, so you're gonna get extra AC for being a cover as well. So pretty much they can only hit you with a nat 20. So we'll see how
Okay.
that goes. So with disadvantage, they have to hit 2 nat 20s on a single roll. First one will miss. First one will. The second one will also miss. All right, that is the extent of the action from them this round. So you guys are up again, and I'll say you guys can go in whichever order you would like to go in, since you're all kind of acting together.
I'm thinking it might be time to beat a hasty retreat.
Or to turn the group and say, maybe we run now.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like my speech didn't work. I wonder if the people on the keep are hearing all this noise out here. It's like they blew the horns and stuff.
Roll a perception check.
Perception. 17. Almost got a low roll.
Yeah, you did notice as you're saying this, you're watching the entrance to the keep. You see what looks like to be a runner, so he's not heavily armored or armed. Kind of poke his head out from the keep as the horns are sounding. and then you see him head back inside.
Like a runner from our side or from their side?
Their side. It was an orc.
Well, so
Ricardo says I have some unfinished business to attend to.
You gonna stick around, Jacaro?
The orc army.
Fires a shot at that the guy he's got hunter's mark on.
Yeah, the guy with 2 arrows in his face.
Yeah.
damn.
18 will hit.
7 damage.
Plus a hunter's mark and a D8, right?
Plus 3.
Another 10. What did we say? Was that 34? Is that right?
Like total? Because
No,
he
it's
got
more
a
than
crit.
that.
He rolled a crit with a bunch of stuff the first
Yeah.
time he hit that guy, and then he got a little bit more. I
Yeah,
think
he
he's
got,
at in like the I think he's in the 50s total damage.
Damn.
He had 26 from the crit, and then he got, I want to say it was like an 8. It was like,
Yeah. Plus the 10 for the sniper.
all right, so
And
he's
then
at
the-
4. He was at 44, and he just took another 10. So he's at
Yeah.
54.
Yeah.
He's still moving, I believe.
As a tank.
This guy won't die. Draco says, "You will listen to Wizard Kensington," and fires us another shot.
27 will hit.
Terrible rolls. 5 damage.
Yeah, just put the ones, yeah. 5 damage will do it, though. It will put him over the edge. He didn't have much left.
Yeah.
So, with your final arrow sinks into his back as he's on the ground trying to crawl away, and he just collapses, and you see no more movement from him.
And Draco would look at the gang and say, "Guys, are they gonna retreat or are we
Let's-
gonna retreat? One of us."
Let's. I mean, I think we should stick
Look,
around
took
another.
out
We can
another
stick.
one.
We can stick around another round if
I don't know about that.
Quarion.
Get the other leader.
Quarion.
guys.
We need like a bunch of meat shields in front of us. See how they react to that commander getting just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shot.
We took out their tent of leaders, then I just took out the next guy. Let's keep going till they retreat or
I mean, if I summon meat shields, that means I can't summon escape eagles.
Right, Morty's gonna point out the like 50 troops we just assembled in front of us and be like, I don't know about that, boys.
So
Well-
how? So Toby's like a halfling or something, right? He's small,
Yeah, he's small.
and Morty is also small. Do they like together count as like one medium creature? Maybe they would they be like double up on one of the flying mounts?
Dwarves are still medium creatures.
Uh,
I think technically halflings are medium creatures too.
I don't want to leave Toby behind.
I mean, we can run away on foot.
Yeah, that's what Morty was trying to urge the group to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's talking about summoning giant birds to fly us away. We can just run. All they have is mules that are pulling those carts around. I mean, they're not like horses to chase us down. So
True.
if the wolves would like slow them down, like or something.
Not a bad idea. Fire's not working, obviously. What do you know? Our go-to's not working.
I couldn't solve this diplomatically. So
I think we see this out a little bit longer because we do. We've got fire going. We've got
Got, like, the
taken
leaders
down leaders. Yeah, like we're we're outnumbered, but we're strategically winning so far. Until we get overrun by numbers.
Yeah, I
We're
feel
gonna
like
be
it's
overrun.
I feel like it's one
But I
more
think-
commander and
I
then some
think they need to-
goons.
I feel like they need to retreat, or they're gonna be like, "Yo, all right, you guys are pretty badass. We should let you go." one or the other.
But
Right.
like, are these all of the leaders? Are there any leaders like inside?
I'm sure there's
Backbone?
more, but I'm saying we're taking them out, man. They're being ambushed. They're gonna start running for their lives soon.
I don't.
What
know.
if
Well, Morty's a lot of fireballs.
when the last time Morty talked to the chief, how far, like, were they super far away?
I don't think they were coming here. I think they were going to the mountain.
Okay.
So it worked, Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're far from here. Yeah.
And you just used the thing where you could just talk to Harbin.
Yeah,
Shit.
that was a level 3 spell.
We must be super. Are we? Yeah, we're at. Yeah. So
I
I can't.
think we should. We took the leaders out. I think we should run away.
What are we just trolling them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Like, why'd we even take out the leaders if we could
To
have just
make
left them
the
be?
whole, I don't know, the fight easier. I actually don't know why we took out the leaders. I don't know why we're doing any of this. Corey's along for the ride until we get overrun, and then he's gonna jump on his fly and fly
Well.
away.
Carl will just go hide in the woods if shit hits the fan.
So Morty's trying to get us to do now.
Alright.
So run.
I'm gonna still try to intimidate them into listening to the wizard here. Do you have a name, wizard?
Wizard Edgar. Edgar the Wizard.
Edgar the Wizard.
Yeah.
Rikara would yell out, "This is your last chance!" Or the minions of Edward the Wizard are gonna burn you all down.
Edward.
It's Edgar.
Edgar.
All right, roll your intimidation check.
With advantage because I'm a dragon.
That's
Ooh, 16? 16?
that's pretty good.
Pretty high. You get a similar effect to what Edgar the Wizard got the first time around. So the people kind of within range that can hear you hesitate a little bit and are sort of panicking, trying to put out the fires around them. But you hear the marching of the troops still heading in your direction.
Marching of the troops.
All right. I just want to see what kind of range we're looking at here. Okay, so
Dracaro's gonna use whatever movement he's got to back off a little bit.
Nacho
To get a better view, of course.
will he'll step forward. What is it? Okay, so 25 feet is about here. And then he will use color spray to create he's gonna create like a cone. So it's like they'll make like a cone that's like a 15-foot cone. So 15 feet. So that's. Ooh, I have to move forward. Actually, I have to use my full movement here.
That's dangerous.
We're getting all up in it. Nacho's a bold man.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a 15-foot. Yeah, so whatever 15-foot cone is like from there. And I've only used this once, so I don't even. So I roll 60-10. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
All right.
Yeah.
And you're aiming it at what?
The orcs that are like in front of me. Like
Okay.
yeah.
It's a 15-foot cone, you said?
Yeah. So do I have to roll that manually? Because I just hit cast and it didn't. Oh wait, do the maybe in
Yeah,
actions.
Click on the. Is there any like dice next to it? If you click cast, it just like takes away your spell slot.
Yeah.
If there's any like picture of like if there's like a box that says 6d10, if you click on that.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no hit / DC to it. So I guess I just manually roll. What was
I
it?
guess you just manual.
6d10 was it?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 8, 10. So I'm rolling, clicking this 10 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. 6
No, T-
Is it 10d6 or 6d10?
60-10.
D10 is a different dice.
Okay. So I click
D10?
that 10. I click 10 6 times.
10 6 times, yeah.
Okay. So 29.
29. All right. And this is
It's colored spray. Color spray. The
okay.
effect is blinded.
All right, you have successfully blinded 4 orcs, the 2 closest to you and the 2 further away.
Okay. And I used all my movements, so I'm stuck here.
Stuck there. All right. Quarian, have you done your turn this round?
I have not.
Okay. You and Morty and Toby are still up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Morty, what do you think? Should we ditch?
Or it's just like, yeah, I don't want to fight an army.
I don't want to
Really?
fight an army either. I don't want to leave the party, especially at Nachos now in the thick of it, like a fucking crazy man.
Yeah, what's he doing? Nacho, what are you doing?
He's too far away. He can't hear us.
I mean, I'm like, I think I'm like 30 feet from Morty, but yeah.
Drakara would yell up to Morty, "He's taking command of the situation."
I guess I would.
Clarion could get there and teleport him 15 feet back towards you guys, but
I already thought that, but she is 45 feet away from him, so she cannot reach him.
oh really? I just measured it like 30 to 35. Oh yeah, you're right. I was off.
I mean, I'll take 30 feet.
Nope, 45. Too far away.
Fuck. And Flareon is gonna die next round, anyways. Well, I guess I'll just attack things until we get overrun, and then I will run away. So I guess I will firebolt. Or do I have? No, I still have Scorching Rays left. Oh yeah, so I guess I will Scorching Ray.
There's 2 that are blinded, remember? Or there's 4 that are blinded.
Oh, that's nice. I guess I'll save them for last. Guess I'll attack the 2.
I think this thing only lasts a round.
Yeah, and you get like, I think there's some kind of bonus for attacking blinded people.
Oh, easier to hit.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Yeah, so I'm gonna fuck with them. So I'll target the red ones first. Do I have to with Scorching Ray? Do I have to choose the targets ahead of time, or can I like target the red ones and then if I kill the red one, target like the one behind them?
I feel like we already talked about this in the.
Yeah, we did, but I forgot.
We talked
One
about
at a
it
time.
in relation to Drakaro's multi-attack.
Do
But
one and then
Or
the
it-
other.
Yeah, but Scorching Ray is different because you're
Yeah, I feel like that's like an
casting the
all at once thing.
spell at once. One action. All right. Well, we'll just for continuity purposes, I'll let you do one at a time.
All right, that sounds like it'll be easier with all these numbers. Alright, so let's see.
And
So
I moved one of the orcs a little bit back because on its turn it probably would have moved out of the fireball that you created.
true. I mean, I have a range 120. Or no, it's 120 on Scorching Ray, so he can move as much as he wants.
I was just letting you know that he's not still sitting in your fireball, is all.
Dick, the fireball. I shouldn't have wasted a spell on fireball. Anyways, on a Scorching Ray, I'll start with the red one. So the first one is a 16.
That hits.
The second one's a 25.
That hits.
And the third one's a 25.
Okay.
Ugh. 3 damage. And then 5, and then 10.
And then 5 and 10. Yeah. So you are able to kill both of the orcs that
Yeah.
were making up this token. Well, then anything with your bonus action?
I don't know if, I guess I'll use Flareon again. Yeah, Flareon will do the same thing. Dive bomb into the middle of this group, and then teleport away to hit both of them with her Fire Blast. So Dex save 14.
All right, 14.
And if they fail, they take 5 damage.
Yeah, it looks like only one of them fail. No, wait, sorry. Only one of them succeeded. Never mind.
Nice.
Yeah, you see one of them is dead.
One of them's dead?
One of the fours are dead. Yeah.
Wow, they must not have like any HP.
Oh, yeah, it was the one that Toby shot with an arrow as well.
Oh, okay. I thought I was like, wait, flare gun kill with just her little dinky teleport moves?
No, one of them Toby shot with an arrow, and that's the one that died.
Okay. And then I guess I'm gonna back up a little bit more. Actually, I'm not gonna stay where I am. Just kneel down. This feels like a safe spot.
All right.
We should get ready to run though, boys. Once the whole army starts running at us.
I probably would have moved back. It's like that much. Prepare to make the move.
Well, I'm thinking the closest orc wouldn't be able to reach us in one round. So I think we're
Closest orc can reach Nacho in one round.
yeah, but Nacho's the one who ran up there. So I tried to get the orcs out of the way to cover them, but there's still those 2 left.
Let's see. Toby takes out another orc in the green circle. He takes out the other one that Flareon didn't with arrows. Morty, you're the only one left.
I mean, I definitely want to move back. But I could possibly.
Toby would move back after he takes the shots too, as he sees the rest of the group inching backwards, except for Nacho.
So I can't trip. I have 60-foot range. Let me see. Oh,
I mean, you could also do it before you move back, so you could hit
That's
that
true.
yellow one, or the other green one, or the one that's kind of in between the green and red tents. You get the blind one too if you wanted.
You want that advantage.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, because it's either a dex or a wisdom save, right?
Yeah. So is this one still alive, or is this the one that Chikaro killed?
Yeah, I was still alive. Drakaro killed one of the leaders.
Like one
Up
that's like back
here.
here.
Yep.
Okay. Do I know if any of these guys have been damaged?
You don't know for sure.
Okay.
Flarion's. If any of them have been damaged, it's probably the ones that was over by Flareon.
All right. Well, then Morty would probably aim at this man
There's
as
two
he
of them
backs
there.
up. Well, he'd aim at one of them.
Okay. Give me a roll any dice just for an odds or even.
Okay. Easy.
4. Okay. And then what spell are you doing?
I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm gonna do Toll the Dead. It's
Okay.
16 wisdom.
Wisdom. He fails.
And is this guy already damaged?
You is the undamaged one.
Okay.
That was your odds or even. 8 damage. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the party's turn.
So it gets spicy.
Roll perception checks.
All of us?
Yep.
25. Quarian perceives everything.
But he also had a 25.
Gotcha. I would actually say, Nacho, you have advantage
Advantage.
since you're up close and personal with them.
I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. So all of you notice as you're watching, about half of the people that you have put down so far, you start to see like blue
Oh no.
electrical currents going through their bodies, and their eyes light up, and they start to stir and get back on their feet.
Yeah, I think it's time to run.
Sounds good.
Interestingly, those with higher perception, none of the leaders seem to be doing this. Just the orcs.
And there, we only see there's only one leader left, right? The one putting out the fires.
Yep. It is their turn though, so they are going to start to move.
I'm taking my dog out real quick, so I'm not gonna be able to roll for a few minutes.
Gang fights an army.
Oh, Nacho.
What am I missing? What's going on the map?
Nacho's getting ganked.
Nacho's gonna be taking a lot of attacks this round. All right, that is where everyone has moved at this point. The ones up top are still putting out fires. A couple of orcs you notice are actually holding in their spots and continuing to keep watch on the other side of the camp. Nacho, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attacks against Nacho.
Oh,
Yeah, orcs have this aggressive ability that lets them dash and attack on the same turn if they're heading towards an opponent. That's how they were all able to reach Nacho at once.
This might be the end of Nacho. Lord Kensington, rest in peace.
All right. What's your AC, Nacho?
17.
17.
And like a divine intervention, a god we've never heard of show up and make his AC like 19 for a turn.
All right, so 5 of 8 hit, and one of them was a crit.
Okay.
I don't know.
So we'll. Can we shield it? Can we use shield on any of them?
Yeah. How does shield work? Does it raise your AC
It adds 5 to my AC.
just for a single attack?
Yeah, for one of the attacks. So I can shield one of the attacks.
Okay. Yeah. So the crit was still hit even if you shielded it. So
Yep.
you would shield one of the other ones. All right. So I said 5 plus a crit, so it'd be 4 plus a crit instead. All right. We'll start with
Ronan, come on.
great axes. Ouch.
If Nacho goes down in the middle of an army too, I don't know if we'll be able to revive him.
So the crit Nacho is 18 damage.
Okay.
The next one is 10. The next one is 10. And the next one is 10. And another 10.
Does it go into the negatives,
So,
or does it just go to 0?
58 damage to Nacho. That depends. When did you die?
So it was 18, then 10, right?
Yep, 28.
Yeah. Well, I have 39 total HP, so 58.
Okay, so you got through the first 3 attacks.
Yeah, I got down to 1 at one point.
Yeah, so the crit was 18. The first regular attack, so it's 2 attacks, was 28. The second regular attack was 38. So you had 1 HP, and you had 2 more attacks left on you, right?
2 more 10s, yeah.
Okay. So The next one drops you unconscious. And then the last attack is an automatic success and an automatic crit. So you lose 2 death saving throws.
So 2 failures.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another failure and Nacho is dead. And that's how that round ends. That was
Rescue mission, boys.
yeah. It just changed.
Nacho doing.
All right. Jakaro holds out his hand for a good berry from someone.
Wait. No, I had a plan for if he went down.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm thinking if I can summon one of my eagles, maybe I could have it like swoop down and like grab his unconscious body and bring it over to us.
Get
If that's a thing.
get
Yeah,
8
that-
opportunity attacks.
Yeah, that would be 8
you're right.
attacks of opportunity.
I have a question.
Hmm.
If I use Zephyr Strike
Yep.
and I grab a small little being that Nacho is
Yep.
and retreat,
Would that negate the attacks of opportunity? Is that what you're asking?
yes, because Zephyr Strike is like a 2/2 prevents opportunity attacks.
Yes.
Jakaro becomes the wind.
Yeah, I would say yes, it would.
Alright, Jakaro casts Zephyr Strike. Sprints over to his buddy, Nacho.
All right,
Gives him a-
so what does it gives you what? Places
Yeah,
of
let's read
movement?
it. Yeah, let me read it.
It doubles your movement, right?
Zephyr Strike. You move like the wind. Until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. You give yourself advantage. Deals an extra 1/8. Your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Okay. What's your normal walking speed?
30.
30. Okay. So you have 60 feet. I'm measuring you at 70 feet away from Nacho right now.
What? Nacho?
If you take the dash action, that would double it.
What's a dash? Is that an
Dash
action?
dash is your action, so you wouldn't be able to attack.
Right.
So I would say that since you're
And
using
how much movement how much does dash give me?
that would double it, so you'd be at 120 then. So you could get there and get 50 feet back.
Yeah, where would that bring me? Like the 50 feet back.
50
Would
feet.
that bring me back onto the ridge or like before the ridge?
50 feet back would bring you between Morty and Quarion on the ridge.
Oh yeah. That's what I do.
Okay.
I do all that.
So since you're using your action to run as opposed to your action to pick him up, I'm gonna say give me a strength or athletics check at disadvantage.
Strength or what?
Athletics, which
Athletics is +4. Nah, they're
they'll
the same.
they'll probably be the same unless you've had athletics for some reason.
So 7.
A 7. Okay. Because you struggle to pick him up in your haste, instead of getting another 50 feet back to the group, I would say you're gonna get 25 as you sort of stumble carrying him.
Alright,
But
where does that bring
otherwise,
us?
you're right at the edge
Right
of the
here?
ridge there. Yep.
Alright, and then I would
Otherwise, your plan
at
was a
that point,
success.
yeah. And then I would shield Nacho's body with my own.
Okay, so you put yourself in between.
Yeah.
All right.
And I would yell
Ooh.
out to the group and say, "He needs help."
Who's up next?
I'll go so I can Nacho up. But instead of using any of my movement to get any closer to the orcs, I'm gonna have my trusty Hoot Hoot swoop down, land on Nacho's shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds through it.
Yep.
For 5 HP back.
Would you still be able to
He's
throw
alive.
down like a squad of meat shields?
I can do one or the other.
Yeah, Cure Wounds would be his action. He still has a bonus action to do like something with Flareon, but that's about it.
Yeah, Flareon would be able to. Yeah, all right. Yeah, what does the group think?
I
They
think
beat
because
you
Morty can
forward?
Morty can heal. So if
I
you
can
throw down
heal.
what?
I can heal.
Yeah, Morty can heal. So if you throw down a squad of meat shields, like right here, then that'll give us time to retreat.
Okay. What do you think would be the best meat shields? 8 wolves or like 4 bears or apes?
Bigger things. I
It's
think
either
it would,
numbers
they would
or
hold a
bigger
line.
things.
They would hold a line better than smaller things.
One thing is the dogs have advantage though on
Yeah.
their attack rolls.
Yeah.
Well, the snakes or the apes have restraint, so that would keep them from chasing you.
I guess a
Yeah.
bunch of snakes
Yeah, I
would
might
be
go
kind of
for.
cool.
It might be time for the Ekans squad to come back.
Like a river of snakes.
Alright, so yeah, instead of healing Nacho, Hoot Hoot leaves. I'm gonna summon the Ekans squad.
And they all get to attack this turn.
They do.
There's 8 orcs and 8 Ekans, right?
Yeah. So one Ekans per orc.
Yep.
I guess I'll roll first and I'll put all their HP in. Alright, so let's see. So constrict +4 to hit.
So many. Your
The
hat really
+4.
works now. It all makes sense.
Right? Ekans, go. I choose you.
All of you.
Oh, 2 nat 20s in the group.
2 nat 1s.
Yeah, balance. Alright, what did I say it was? +4?
Where's this green snake?
+4.
A shiny.
Shiny Ekans.
Alright.
So a 5, a 5, a 14, a 7, an 11, a crit, a 6, and a crit.
Okay, so the only 3 of them hit, the 10, the 20, and the 20. Because you got 2 20s, I'll say that those hit the 2 that were already damaged, and that they're dead.
Yeah. Alright, then it's 1d8
Yep.
plus 2 for the other one. And another 1. So 3 damage.
And then one of the yellow orcs is restrained and received 3 damage. Anything else?
Oh, Flareon. I still have Flareon to do something with. Flareon is going to dive bomb this group in front of her and do her dive bomb and teleport away move. And if they fail, then another one. They take 4 damage.
No.
The
A custom roll ones here.
that
Oh, yeah,
one
a
group
lot of
right there.
ones. And then Quern is going to retreat even further.
What do they have to beat again?
13. 14.
14. They both save.
Well, then fuck them.
All right. Who else? Morty hasn't gone. I'll be nice and let Nacho go last. He doesn't have to roll his last save just yet.
They more content, Morty.
Let's see here. I think I have some healing in this necklace. Let me just double check.
You don't have any like regular healing spells?
I'm just curious if I have any straight up healing. Oh yeah, I have cure wounds at level 2. Alright.
You could use a potion, not waste a spell slot.
No, but this is the necklace thing. It's not
Oh,
even a
okay.
spell.
Okay.
They're like extra spells basically. So, could I also do a cantrip if I did this too? Because this is a bonus action if I use my necklace.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright then. Let's see, what's a level 2 cure wounds? It's just a 2D.
Should be 2d8 plus your modifier.
Okay. Okay, up. I don't know if I can upcast it. Actually, I might have a button. Here we go, yeah. For my necklace. Nice. Okay. Well, Mori would run up and then slap Nacho and give him 10 HP.
Yep.
Just say, hey, time to go.
What happened?
Very brave, but it's time to go.
You tried to attack a whole army, Nacho.
Well, so how far can so Nacho will use his movement to go back 30. I should measure that out. Wow, this isn't very far at all.
Oh, wait.
Not-
But then I
Nacho,
gotta.
if you want, while you
I was gonna do a
fast
cantrip too
forward,
on.
Oh, okay, yeah, do your thing.
Let's see. Well, if I saw these mans get attacked by the snakes, I'd probably cast, on whichever one I thought get attacked.
Well, you know the one that is restrained was successfully
Okay.
damaged.
So this guy or someone else?
It was one of the yellow ones.
So one of these.
On the right,
Okay.
the one with the yellow ring around him.
Gotcha. Alright, well then I would have aimed at that man. And I would have done the old Toll the Dead.
Wisdom.
Yep.
That one.
Okay. And he's damaged, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a beefy one.
Yeah, he is dead.
Nice.
And Toby follows suit and shoots at the other one and takes him out as well. Seconds. Alright, yellow ones are gone. And then Toby says, what are we doing, guys?"
Yeah, I think Nacho's still in.
We're getting out of here, Toby.
Stuff to do. I just want to make sure I did that before we left. Trying to thin out the herd.
Let's see. All right, so it's technically their turn. Oh, fuck. Wow, they can actually reach the Ekans.
Yeah, this is when having another fireball would have been very nice.
Yeah, once they all grouped up like this.
Like, who knows what the those like bosses would have been able to do though?
It's
What if they
true.
freaked out?
I don't think these mans are dying until we kill the boss.
All right, so we're gonna have 6 more attacks on Flareon.
I think we can. It's safe to say that she's just dead now.
Oh, we'll see.
6 attacks, you said?
Yeah, what if they all roll low? What's her AC?
13.
13. A crit and 2 hits.
So that's dead.
What's her life at?
6.
Okay, yeah, it's dead. No,
Flare
the crit,
disappears,
the
but
crit automatically
awful.
killed her because it's +3. So, all right, Flareon's done. Those are all dead. We're going to say law of averages that the orcs are battling the snakes right now, and the snakes are most definitely losing. They are all dead, if not most of them are dead at this point. And we'll come back to the group.
All right, we booking it. Is that the plan?
Let's go, boys.
All right.
Is it?
So, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of us. I can summon 4 war horses for us to escape on. But I don't know if would that carry all of us?
I would say Toby could probably double up with somebody.
I mean, you have your own mount.
Um,
Well, I'm thinking about the group. I could escape from this like totally unscathed, completely.
it would
fine.
also depend on where you guys are going, because I don't think the war horses could get up to the chimneys. But if you just wanted to
true.
take off, you could
Yeah,
take off.
it's either we jump in the chimneys or we take off.
Drakaro can lay down the vial of smoke and make a smoke screen, and we
For our
can
escape.
just book it and hide in the woods or wherever. Make a camp. They're not gonna chase us forever. They have no leaders,
That
seemingly.
smoke is huge. If you just pop that before we leave, that is pretty smart.
Yeah, I can just kind of like toss it or place it on the ground and then run.
No, you just like open it for like a second before we leave. I think it covers a good amount of area.
Or just open it and hold it.
I was just gonna
Good.
like, no, I was just gonna like drop it and run or throw it and run.
No,
That
no,
would
don't
just-
drop it. That's too useful to give up.
Ye-
You can just like
Okay.
unstopper it and like hold it in your hand, and it'll just like want to just constantly put out a smoke screen.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I
thinking
think it's
that
like a
if
60-foot radius, but then you guys wouldn't be able to see where you're going.
I'm just thinking like in the heat of a moment, I had a smoke bomb I would just drop it and run. That's what I'm thinking. I'd be out of the smoke. Why would I just sit in smoke for it takes like a couple minutes or something, you know?
He just doesn't
just
want you
don't-
to drop the item that's reusable.
Yeah, but I don't care. One time use. Go.
All right.
Ricardo stands up and smashes it on the ground. How about that?
It's priceless artifact. Just
This
smashes it on
is
the ground.
why we don't give you our good things,
Right.
Ricardo.
All right. So you do that like as you guys are running.
Yeah, like towards like where the barrier of snake seems to have fallen. Drakara would like throw the smoke on the ground and run the other way.
All right. Roll a strength check.
21.
21. Okay. So as you throw it against the ground, you hear some glass break. Doesn't shatter the way you expect it to, but the vial itself had like some metal intertwined in the glass. So you hear some glass break. All of a sudden, a huge puff of smoke bursts out behind you as you guys are running. And it's expanding very rapidly, and it seems to be covering a large area, but you're able to stay ahead of it as you guys are moving.
I'm to go, boys.
You guys reach sort of the part where it gets a little bit steeper, and you're looking at more climbing rather than running. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do to approach that?
I'm gonna teleport through all of it.
There you go. So yeah, actually works out pretty well. What are you gonna use? Misty Step?
Yeah, because Flareon's gone.
Okay, so you use your Misty Step, you get up about 30 feet. So knowing where the chimneys are after scouting, you actually get yourself pretty close to the closest of the two with your Misty Step. The rest of the group is down below, needing to climb up about 25 feet of not like sheer rock face. There's some areas where it sort of levels out and things like that, but
Drakara will
Are
start
we
just
be a little
climbing
bit
up.
slow.
are we still in initiative?
At this point, no.
Alright, so I'm gonna take out my power pole. Say power pole extend. And it's extended down to so they have something to grab onto so I can help them climb up.
Okay. Drakara's climbing. Drakara, you have
Might have
like
rope too if you don't have the. Yeah.
Drakara gets
I
to ignore
don't have any rope on
difficult
me.
terrain, right? In mountains.
For the whole group, yeah.
Oh, for
It
the whole
actually
group?
means the whole
Okay.
group. Well, it moves at regular pace, not difficult
Right.
for the whole group.
So Drakara's kind of leading the group at this point and picking a path through the rocks that is making it much easier to move for you guys. There's still a couple areas that need climbing, which he can't really help you with. But Quarion teleports to the top, extends his pole down to you guys. So you guys can roll an athletics check to get up. But you'll all have advantage. You will have advantage because you have the pole to help.
Okay.
All right. You guys are able to scale the wall or the climbing area of this rock face pretty quickly. Drakaro slows you down a little bit, but as a whole, you guys make it up pretty fast. You're now at the top here, and Morty, you recognize one of these chimneys, and it's the dwarven architecture is on the outside of these keeps is very hard to spot. They tend to try to blend it in, aside from the entranceway. Everything else is pretty much blended into the surrounding area. But you recognize some of the telltale signs, and Quarion knows where it is from his scouting as well. So you find this opening sort of underneath a rock ledge that you kind of have to like shimmy down into, but it would enter into a chimney shaft that would get you down into the keep. Is everybody going in?
Yes. Let's get away from all these guys.
Let's do it.
All right. You guys would have come out here. Didn't work. All right, you enter the upper halls of Axholm Keep, and you find. Let's see, you guys are coming in this chimney right here on the right side of that larger room. Of course, the maps that come with the stupid adventure are all off. The squares are 5 feet, so you might have to shrink your guys a little bit, but and the measuring tool is off, so you'll have to double everything. It looks like. All right, so you initially you get into this room, you look around, you see it is completely abandoned as far as you can tell. There are large vats strewn about the chimney, and you can tell that this is and sort of racks of weapons and things like that have long since deteriorated. But this is where they would stage their defense. So the vats for boiling oil or tar to pour down the murder holes that are in the center of the room. So this room, as far as you can tell, the center of the room overlaps with that narrow corridor that enters in the front of the keep there. So you also notice a large amount of webbing in this room.
Oh goddamn.
I don't do spiders, guys.
And as you guys sort of file out of the chimney space to allow the next person come in, you start to feel the webs sort of collecting and sticking around your ankles.
Nice.
Boys.
Morty looks around. He's like, not happy. He's like, I fucking hate spiders.
Roll a perception check, everyone.
Are spider webs flammable?
Yes.
Oof. An 8. I perceive nothing.
Aquarian's one of the last ones through, so he's not seeing or feeling any of this, as most people have already, uh, kicked aside the immediate webbing. Nacho as well, at the back of the group. Morty notices that some of the webs, and Dracarys, some of the webs wrapped around his ankles and his lower leg, not only are they sticking to him, but he can feel some faint vibrations coming from far end of the webbing as well.
Morty looks around. Says, "Boys, we're not alone. They're here." And you see Morty like give like a look like he got like the chills, like him start like shivering.
And you guys start hearing some very light sort of chittering sounds coming from
Dracarys looks at his bow to see if it
some of the
is
darker corners of the room.
glowing.
Dracarys' bow is glowing.
Oh no.
At least it can't surprise us.
Yeah, we're not surprised.
Everybody roll for initiative for me.
I'll take this 5 now.
11.
Hopefully I don't roll that for a con check against the poison from these spiders.
So Morty. After your harrowing escape from the orc army, you guys were not ready for another fight. Your low initiative rolls.
Yeah, we were not prepared.
No,
Yeah.
no, we were not. How much HP do you have, Nacho?
I'm at 10.
We just got to keep picking them up. I have ranged heals. I don't even need to be next to you.
Alright. Let's see. Like I said, we're gonna have to. Is it wrong? Oh, it's just doing that stupid thing where it won't snap to the edge of a box. That's all. So the boxes actually are 5 feet. So
Oh boy.
it's just the measuring tool is gonna be tough
Yeah,
to
it's
work
just
with, but otherwise
it's just like not centered on.
if you just count boxes, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So the purple one moves towards you. One moves towards Morty. and
No.
attacks. Actually, purple one moves towards you and fires out a web from its underside at Nacho with a 20 to hit Nacho.
Be my last spell if I shield it. Yeah.
Don't you have
What?
like baked in rogue stuff, right? Like if it's just damage, it could take half damage.
You think it'll survive it? Plus whatever effect. I'm assuming there's some kind of entanglement or something.
Yeah, that's true. Up to you. Yeah, you probably don't want to get snagged by that.
See, I'll use shield to prevent harm.
All right. The webbing strikes your magical shield and just kind of like dead stops and then falls to the ground. You hear the spider kind of screech a little bit faintly as it happens. The green one moves forward and tries to bite Morty and misses. It's the yellow one's turn. He's gonna move forward and fire a web at Quarion.
What a hit.
21 Quarion.
Yep, that'll hit.
Roll a. Oh, actually, you don't roll anything. You are restrained.
Yippee!
You can roll to get out, or you can roll to like cut the web, essentially, on your turn, or continue to be restrained. It is your turn.
Let's see, there's. Alright, so let's see. What do I want to summon? Are these giant spiders? Do I want to summon my own giant spiders?
They are giant spiders.
What does the party think? Do you think we can pretty comfortably take these things?
I mean, we're not
Um,
running.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
mean-
gotta fight them, basically.
Oh yeah, but like, oh, fuck, I'm just gonna. I'll summon four. Four black bears. I think actually I'll double up. Yeah, and I am gonna have them both, or they're all just gonna attack these spiders in front of them.
Yep.
They both make two attacks, one with bite and one with claws. All of them are +4 to hit. 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks. +7, a 13, a 19, a 20, a 13, an 18, a 10, and a 19.
What is it? +7?
+4, I think I said. Yeah, +4.
+4. Okay, yeah. Oh, you said
Uh,
7. I got you for the first one. All right. So let's go left to right. The blue one misses on both of its attacks. The red one misses its first attack. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. The red one.
That one hits on both, right?
Red one hits on both. Yep. And then the last two hit on the second attack, but not the first attack. The
So
red
the
one hits
red
on
one.
both against the red one.
Okay, so that's 1d6 and 2d4. And they each get +2. 6 plus 5 plus 5. 16 damage to the red one.
Okay.
And then the other two hit on their second attacks, which are the claws. 2d4 plus 2. So the purple one does 11 damage, and the green one does 9 damage.
So 20 total.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Drakaro, you're up.
All right, Carl's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the blue one and fire away.
The blue one with the 2 bears around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Does that give me advantage or anything? Are they
No.
restrained or anything? No.
No, they're not.
Okay. Yeah, Hunter's Mark and regular shot. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
7 plus 10.
Yep, that one is dead.
All right, well, I can't transfer my Hunter's Mark, but I will take a second shot at one of the other ones. Where's the map?
The red one's
I'll occupied. I'll turn and I'll turn and look at the which is the one that shot something at Nacho, the purple.
yeah, the purple one.
All right, I'll shoot one shot at the one in purple for shooting at Nacho, and I'll try to do a little extra damage. So I'll try to shoot in one of its eyes with the sharpshooter. Nice, 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
For 17.
17, the purple one. Okay.
Right in the eyeball.
They have
One
8
of
of
its
them.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Zakaro picked
is-
one out and aimed for it.
It's the red one's turn, so it's going to attack one of, we'll say, the blue bear. Oh, with a nat 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
So for the damage on the bite is 11 plus 3, so 14. And then it has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
And there's con is plus 2. 21.
All right, succeeds, but it still takes 6 more poison damage.
Oh, Snorlax falls to the ground and then slowly fades away.
Yay.
Well, it's, 20 something damage you guys didn't take. So.
Nah, doing
Yeah.
his job.
That was the red one. Nacho, you're up.
All right. Nacho scurries behind Toby. Gets under the fireplace. Pulls out a jar and begins to rub himself.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. So 2d8 plus 2. Okay. D8. So takes 7 heals.
Nacho tries to compose himself.
Yeah.
In the fire pit.
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do, right? So
You could bonus action hide.
is there a place I can actually hide though? Like,
I mean, you're
Behind
like
Toby.
you're like behind Toby and inside a chimney. So,
yeah.
yeah, I guess
Can I
that'd be
like
good.
shimmy up like
Yeah.
a little bit
Like
just
the
to
Grinch.
hiding?
Like the Grinch.
Yeah, sure. We'll hide. We'll hide. Do I have to roll
Just in the
for it?
chimney.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
This is perfect.
All right. Everybody else in the chaos has lost track of Nacho. Morty, you're up.
Well, I think it is time that Morty uses his Channel Divinity, because I can do it twice now per rest.
Yep.
Let's see, which one should I do? I'm gonna do the Radiance of Dawn.
That's like the AoE one, right?
Yep. I'm pretty sure it hits everything that's still alive right here. This is a 30-foot range.
Yep.
And they have to roll con save of DC 15 or take 2d10 plus 6 radiant damage or half on success.
One. So 2 of them pass, 2 of them fail.
Okay, so 7 plus 6, 13 full. Then whatever half
13
is.
total. Okay.
Yeah.
So 7. The ones that Jakara, did you hit the purple one or you miss?
Oh, I hit it with a snipe shot.
How much damage is it for?
17, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go. So the purple one is dead.
Aha.
And have we done any damage to the yellow one yet, or no?
I don't think so.
I didn't think
I
so
don't
either.
think so
It's
either.
a random number, but it must have been its initiative number there. All
You
right,
said
purple one's
two.
dead.
You said
The
2
other one's
failed
dead.
and 2 succeeded.
Yep.
Okay.
Yellow and the purple failed. The other
Cool.
2 succeeded.
Damage no matter what.
Yeah, it's always nice. It is Toby's turn. He's gonna step forward. Actually, he's gonna help Morty out.
My man.
Hit. On a hit.
I see that thing in Lord of the Rings, like when the spiders are coming, he holds up the stone. It's like glowing with light. But except I use my holy symbol.
damage to the green one. Alright. He's still going. It's actually the green one's turn. He's going to lash out and try to bite Morty.
No.
He rolled a 3, so he's gonna miss.
Nice.
It's the yellow one's turn. He's gonna go strained Quarion. So a 21 to hit Quarion.
21 will hit.
Well, Morty, so that wasn't with the modifier, or that was with the modifier, I'm saying? It wasn't like it wasn't a crit?
Sorry, what do you mean?
The attack on Quarian?
Right, it's a +5 modifier, so it was you rolled a
Okay.
16 and got a
Morty's
21.
gonna use his warding flare on that attack. Because he can do it
Oh,
for his
shit.
friends now.
Oh man, I wish I didn't wipe the numbers then. Alright, so he got a 16. He had advantage because Quarion was
Oh, in the web?
in the web. So the warding flare would just give him a straight roll. Which I don't remember what.
You already rolled twice, you're saying?
I already rolled 2, yeah, and I took the high, and I don't remember what the other one was. But it wouldn't be the same thing as taking away the high one. It would be whichever one rolled first. I don't know what that was. All right, I'm just gonna do a straight roll.
Okay.
Just gonna re-roll it. 1 die. All right, you got an 11. I assume would miss.
An 11 would miss.
I think it's fair because I think the other number of the first roll would have been a miss. So.
Okay.
Quarian
I
sees
just-
like the flashlight from the spell flash in front of him, save him. Oh, thanks, Morty. Can't really do much all tied up in this webbing right now.
Morty just gives him the finger gun.
Green. Quarian, your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can take out this red one. So we'll start on the green one, attack it first. Only the second one, I think. Only the second one hits.
Yep.
2d4 plus 2. For 7 damage.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then the other Snorlax will move down to the yellow one. Ooh, so it looks like I crit. Or one of them crit.
Yeah, so the first one crit on the bite, hit on the claws, and the other one just missed completely.
Yeah, so the purple one, as he goes to swipe the spider, just trips, falls over upside down.
Stuck in the webs.
Yep, tripped. He trips over the web that was holding me down. But then the yellow, I got a crit on the first one, so it's 2d6 and 2d4 plus 2. 4, 8, 14, 19 damage.
And we'll do it.
Then I am going.
Oh, I'd say you're not restrained anymore too, because the one that I don't know, it's web, so
Yeah, it's well. I think I should still be
yeah,
restrained.
you're still restrained.
I'm not going anywhere anyways. Let's see. Is that 15, 5, 10? So I'm gonna use my tentacle rod on the green one. Ugh. do I have a +9 and still miss?
You got 2 hits.
Yeah, 2 hits, so that's 2d6. 4 damage.
4 damage is just enough.
Yeah. Quarian cleaning up at the end there.
Stealing kills.
Nice. The spiders are gone now, at least.
Yep. So, as the last one stops moving under Quarian's tentacle rod, you fall silent and are looking and listening around the room. You hear a faint sound of voices coming from the southern wall. You see on either side of the room what looks like at one point were staircases but have been collapsed. The northern side, you can look out the like the archer slots down below, and then you see a couple of doors heading off in either direction in the northern corners of the room.
So,
Lead the way, Morty.
where would we hear the voices coming from?
From they're sort of faint, but you hear the voices coming up from these, which almost look like arrow slots as well, facing.
Quarian
Morty.
turns to Jakaro and is like, "Hey, want to use one of them knives here to help me out over here?"
Sure, Quarian. Jakaro uses his hand axe and chops away the webs.
Yep.
Morty
Oh
looks
my God.
around and is like, we gotta find a way down. I think I can hear the people below us.
So they are openings.
So we might be able to like see them.
Sneak a peek, Morty.
Yeah.
Where did you say Harbin was, Morty?
He's here. The western side of the building.
So the opposite of where we are.
You're on the second floor, kind of in the central portion of the building right now.
So if there's windows to look through over here, Morty would try to look through them. Unless it's too webbed. I can't really move.
Right. So you look through these windows, and again, they're more like archery slits than anything else. And actually, they look down to the lower floor to a large open chamber. On the left side of the map, you see the lower floor. You see a couple of things. You see several makeshift barricades set up in the center of the room. Those are the green rectangles. You see the door on the eastern side looks to be barricaded from this side. The door on the western side has several like axe marks in it, like they were like it's been attempted to be broken down, but it seems to be made of like a heavy stone, and you can tell they didn't make much leeway on it before they gave up. The wall on the door on the southern side has been completely broken open, and it enters into another smaller hallway, lined on either side with with like fighting in defensive positions, and then you see a large, very ornate but very sturdy-looking door on the far side of the hallway that, again, has some damage to it that looks fairly recent. And behind the barricades in the center of the room, there are three half orcs giving commands to 6 orcs.
Jeez. We did it again.
Right now, you hear them kind of discussing amongst themselves. They seem to be in somewhat disarray and uncertain if they should continue to